Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I am Conostip and this is going to be part 25 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as the Julii. And we have a bit to juggle in this episode because the Spanish are continuing to threaten my western borders here of Noble Martius. They have roughly a stack and a half that are threatening my locations, and I am looking to sort of divide and conquer in a sense. I mean, as the defender in this case, but they have this fort under siege, and I think that I can sally out with this town watch, and provided with the reinforcements from my faction leader and his son Marcus the Lewd, we should be able to drive off these Spanish forces, and then hopefully regroup in time so that we can come back and deal with the Spanish faction leader himself, Luco, which is down here, and I'm going to be calling down this army led by Caiuso Domitianus, and he's going to be coming down. Hopefully he can get there in time. I think, what are we looking at? He can get there. The 2 turns, I guess, is going to be at the very end of that second turn. He hopefully should arrive in time to drive off that Spanish force, or to help so. In any case, now that's going to be leaving my northern frontier a little bit, a little bit dodgy. Now this army can continue to just sort of whoop ass up here against the Gauls, and I'm going to be dealing with these 2 armies. Now, I don't know, will I be allowed to turn around and fight this army, or am I too close to this army? Do I have to fight them first? I have a feeling like they're going to retreat, obviously. There's only 3 units, so I wouldn't mind that, because I just want to take Lemonum, really. That's kind of my main thing right now. Because I feel like if I can take Lemonum, and then this army, once they're down, helping out down here, they can swing up, hold Lemonum against, whatever is up in Condit Rendinum, and then this army can swing over from Lemonum over to Alesia. That's sort of my grand plan here. That's going to be leaving this force just kind of high and dry, where they can kind of do whatever they want. And that doesn't make me feel comfortable. There is a sizable amount of soldiers here, so I kind of feel like I should deal with them. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. Now, over on my eastern part of my empire, it's not necessarily as cozy as I was thinking. I mean, I'm at war with the Greeks, and they have a navy right here with some troops here. They have onagers and ballistas in this army. It's not nothing, is it? And they are threatening, well, Arretium. They could land here. Now, they have a trireme with 42 men sailing this trireme. The trireme itself has upgrades. Looks like it has armor and weapon upgrades. So it has an attack and defense of 9, but it's a little bit, 42 men, so that's not fully stocked. I have a trireme right here that was recently gifted to me by the Senate. It has 16 men in it, but it's not upgraded. In fact, wait a minute, can I upgrade it? I can just retrain it. Ooh, that can help. How much does that cost? 100 denarii to retrain that. And I think that's just retraining it. I just have a blacksmith, right? So that's just going to be in weapons to it. Yeah, weapon upgrades. So I won't be getting the armor upgrades, but maybe that would put me... Yeah, I don't know. It's very tempting if I sink that boat, then I can, get rid of that Greek army without having to fight it on land. Now, having to fight it on land wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, because I do have an army right down here. Marcellus Turitanus is down here, and they came down here to drive off some... I think it was Greeks, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Greeks that landed due to this navy. So yeah, the Greeks are posing a bit of an annoyance with their fleets. I mean, of course, I've been doing the same thing to them, only because I've been directed to by the Senate, mind you. I don't really, want to be at war with the Greeks. But I guess, the Brutii are making short work of them. They are sieging Corinth right now. I have a Senate mission to blockade the port of Corinth, so I should be able to complete that in the next turn. And I do have, I would be able to maybe come back up here and, maybe squash those Greek boats just to get them out of my way. And... But what do I want to do with this? They could obviously just land their fleet in this end turn. But losing this boat for nothing would be kind of wasteful as well. And I don't know if I like my chances. You know, it's hard to say if I could win that or not. And I'm actually in the port. So I feel like I think this is one of those battles where if you attack from within a port and then you lose, you just automatically lose the boat, I think, right? It's kind of like sallying out from a settlement with an army. If you lose that battle, then you just lose the entire army and the settlement itself, you lose that. I think that's how this works. So I think that retraining this boat and getting a weapon upgrade before attacking that boat, again, they could just land those soldiers right now. So maybe this is going to be all for nothing, but we will see. Now, I'm continuing to decide, I think that I have to continue to spend whatever money I have on soldiers right now. I think that I have fallen behind quite a bit when it comes to the territory that I've taken, and my economy is sort of falling behind, and of course I could pour more resources into more buildings, like, nothing here in Arretium, but Lemonum could be building a forum. If I hadn't retrained that boat, I could have just built a forum there for some more money. Batavium could build a forum as well. Mediolanum is working on a proconsul's palace, so it will get up to a large city. So I guess I'm thinking I should probably build communal farming here, just to get its growth rate up a bit. Its natural growth rate is only 2% from the base farming level, and I think that probably could use a communal farming. This is the first settlement that I've taken, and the fact that it's still only a large town, yeah, it really suggests that it probably could have used a tier 2 farming upgrade earlier on in this campaign. That's something that I need to pay attention to going forward is really what is that base farming level? Because if it's around 2%, then yeah, go ahead and build another, farming upgrade. Why not? But then again, if it is really high, if it's maybe 3% or higher, then maybe not, because that could be an issue later on in the campaign. But that's something that I need to sort of learn as I go along. Lemonum, I doubt this is ever going to really provide much in the form of an economy for me, so I don't think that building a market here is really worth it. It's more so down here in Massilia and Narba Martius. Now in Massilia, I am 2 turns away from having the Legion barracks finished, so that I can start training the early legionary cohorts there. That would be very nice. Narba Martius is very tempting, because again, if I hadn't retrained that boat, I could have built some highways here and gotten a decent bit of income from that. I had checked that before I started recording, so that was an option. But I am leaning towards just more soldiers. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I already have 1 early legionary cohort trained up here in Arretium, and I'm tempted just to continue on that path. I can train Roman cavalry here in Lugdunum, so I don't need to retrain them, or I don't need to train them here in Lemonum. Even though I'm getting an attack bonus from the blacksmith here in Lemonum, so that's nice, that is. But I think that getting more archer auxilia here in Batavium, because I can't train any archers here in Narba Martius, not yet. So getting more of the archer auxilia. Oh yeah, and I can train Praetorian cohorts if I wanted to. Ooh, those are pretty badass. Expensive though, 810 denarii. It's pretty cool how they don't require the militia buildings or the infantry buildings. You can train them once you get the building, the huge city administrative building. What is it? The Imperial Palace? Yeah, it's pretty cool that the Imperial Palace allows you to train Praetorians, because it means that even in settlements where you haven't, established yourself as a military training center, as long as you get it up to this level, you can still train Praetorians, which is pretty neat. Because I was thinking for a while there, I was wondering, like, why train Praetorians over urban cohorts? Because urban cohorts are a bit better, and they're on the sort of the same price point, I think. And I think this is why. It's because the Praetorians are more available. You can kind of have them everywhere as long as you have that level of development. So if we go back in here, Praetorians are looking at 12 melee, 16 missile. 12 melee and 16 missile compared to 10 melee and 14 missile. And the early legionary. And the early legionary is 17 defense compared to 23 defense. Holy shit, yeah, that's a big difference. And I think this is all the same. Good morale. I think the early legionaries have good morale. Maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, they have good morale and they have good stamina. Okay, so the Praetorians do not have that good stamina trait. Now, just because they both have good morale, I don't think that means they have exactly the same morale. The Praetorians could still have better, but again, I would have to look into the game files to determine that. Still, for the time being, that's too expensive for my tastes. 810 denarii and 320 upkeep compared to the 610, so they're 200 cheaper, and yeah, 210 upkeep is quite a bit cheaper as well. So we will be sticking with the early legionaries for now. And yeah, let's keep getting some Archer Auxilia here in Patavium. And I'm going to continue training my cavalry up here in Lugdunum, just because this is, you know, my Western Empire is sort of where all the action is. But what I can do is get some Auxilia here in Massilia. I thought that I had already trained some up, but maybe I hadn't. And yeah, oh yeah, by the way, thanks again for reminding me. I think it was Dosu that reminded me that I had an army on the fleet here. And I completely forgotten this. My goodness, this is yeah, this is good to have. And what else do I have here? A spy. God damn. Oh, how long have these guys been on these boats? Yeah, so that was a nice surprise. This is really good. This is good. This is very important to have these guys because yeah, this is, you know, I need them for now. But let's actually, yeah, start bringing you down so that I don't forget that. And then let's get this spy out as well. Is there a spy in here? No, I don't have a spy in Lemonum. But I think that you, yeah, you have a 100% chance. So you're probably going to go in there. And then you probably make your way up there. Ooh, shit, we got a Gallic assassin. Okay. Yeah, that's a little bit scary. I don't have any assassins yet. I can actually train them now. I can. I have a Forum and a Retium, and I think this is my only place where I can train them. But again, like, I'm using, you know, a Retium to train my early legionary cohorts, so it's not something that I really have room for right now. Yeah, I can't really... Yeah, it's tough. Tough choices, but I do really think that I need to focus on just training soldiers and taking territories, and of course defending my territories as well. So let's get some battles underway. Yeah, we have 967 money left. Let's sally out. Let's fight the Spanish here. Let's make sure that we control our general. So 2 naked fanatics, some Scutarii, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 skirmishers. Some decent experience on that one. Some round shield cavalry. And then, yeah, we are making sure that we control our army here. And now I know that... So my general's unit, the reason why I wasn't able to use my rally call is because he was the reinforcing army, so he wasn't really, like, leading that battle. The town watch unit was counted as the unit that was leading the battle. And so they can't use their rally, can they? No.
But are they in time to take part in the battle?
No, they can't. I was wondering where the Spanish were. There they are. Okay. I guess I could have deployed over here. Yeah, I don't know. Are they getting shot by the... I wonder if they're getting shot by the towers as they move around. And yeah, it's gonna take us a while before we get down there. I don't know if that Spanish army is too keen to fight me here. They're looking like they are pulling back. They're going into the forest. I don't know if that means it's a full retreat or if they just like their chances better in the forest. And that's all it took. Yeah, the Spanish just wanted to bugger off. And that's too bad. That's a missed opportunity. I wish I was able to get into, you know, a little bit of engagement there and do some damage to them because, yeah, now they're just kind of floating around. And now what? I have to kind of go back.
Imperator.
They're there. They're in reach. Damn.
Sir.
But maybe this army can just deal with them. Okay, let's start heading in this way. Obviously, they're gonna retreat, but then let's get rid of these guys. So 2 warband or 2 skirmisher warband and then 1 regular warband. Yes, let's defeat them. There is going to be a bit of forest on this map, so let's try to stay out in the open if we can until we find out where the enemy is. Let's just stay high and tight with our cavalry and go forward, lead with my infantry. Yeah, I'm seeing some of them there. And I don't know if that means that that's where all of them are going to be. So let's scan and see if we can keep our eyes out. And now I am seeing the other 2 units, and it does seem like they are all going to be huddled together here. So yes, just 1 warband and 2 skirmishers. Now, of course, they will be getting that combat bonus if they fight in the woods, but if we can drive them out of the woods, they're right on the very edge here. They're sort of, you know, on the last few trees that are in between 2 fields, and if we can just fight them on the fields, we should be doing okay here. Our archers were just able to get our first volley off. In fact, I didn't even think we were in range. Are you guys in range? No, they just got out of range. So let's keep pushing forward here. There's our full volley. All 3 units are now pouring some arrow fire into these Gauls, and they might be thinking about attacking my cavalry on the flanks here. So let's get them back and draw them into range of my skirmishers. And yeah, now they're going to be taking some pretty good firepower from all of these units. And now my Gauls should retreat. Or my Velites should retreat, and yeah, they stopped just short. Oh my goodness, that was a bad decision. They stopped right in Pilum range, and now let's send my Equites to go after all of those guys. And now on this side, yes, the skirmishers are now going to start to inch their way forward. Now they're down to 61 men. My cav is still on the flanks, but as soon as I just want to get them out of the forest a little bit. Let's pull back a little bit here. And I do have the war dogs as well. Actually, let's just send the war dogs in. And we are almost done with those remaining guys. In fact, yeah, they're all gone. Let's send my Equites over there, and how are we doing?
War dogs.
The dog handlers are starting to make their way up, and okay, so they don't release them right away. They do get within like a range, like a release range first. Okay, that makes sense. And there, they have been released. Let's follow that charge up with my Roman cavalry on that side, and then my Equites on this side. Let's make sure that I have all of my archers off for fire at will, and then same with my Velites as well. Let's have you, I guess, not on fire at will. There we go.
The gods
And let's just continue this battle to make sure that all of these guys are taken care of. And that's going to be... What are you guys doing? Handlers, get back. The dog's okay. The dog's got this. It's fine. And yeah, there we go. So that's going to be dealt with. Now we can either come down and trap that half stack of Spanish soldiers. Okay, there goes the Gallic general, got eaten by dogs. But yes, we can sort of track down that Spanish general, that half stack that's kind of sort of annoying me.
Such a victory. The day is ours.
Or we can make our way straight to Lemonum. So we did lose 18 men, killed 282. And yeah, mostly the archers, I would imagine, did most of the work there. How did the dogs do? Dogs got 17 kills. Good dogs.
Victory!
Okay, now, how far can we go? We can go pretty far here. We can... Yeah, let's think about trapping these guys. Although, it's going to be annoying because I have seen armies sort of like jump across the river, even though they should be trapped. So that, hopefully they don't do that. That would really suck. If they did that, I would just turn around and march on Lemonum at that point. Because, yeah, this army is going to be here next turn, and this army should also be in range next turn. So you can probably just... As much as I want to chase that Spanish army, I think you need to turn around and... You know, can we get... Let's get this town watch here, and this Hastati, let's bring you up into... Come here, and this Hastati can come into this army. There, that feels a bit better. Also, I can bring these 2 units of Roman cavalry down from Lemonum. Is the settlement's happiness going to be fine? Yeah, they'll be fine. And you guys can come down to join up with this army as well. Because we don't have a lot of cavalry in this part of my empire. So let's recruit some more Roman cavalry up there. And yeah, Gallic assassin. Gosh, I don't want him to be causing trouble up here. I just can't afford... It's not that I can't afford the assassin himself, it's just that I can't afford to not train soldiers or, you know, anything else in the time that it takes me to train that assassin. You know, so... It's hard to justify that right now. I did just remember that if I'm to look ahead here to when I do take this province that Lemonum is in fact, what is this province? Aquitania. To look ahead, I'm going to want to garrison it with at least 1 unit of peasants that I don't want to recruit from Lemonum itself, because Lemonum does only have 465 people inside of it. So I don't think I even am allowed to recruit any peasants from there. I think that it cuts off at 400, I think, where they say, hey, no, you can't do that. So I would have to take some peasants from Narbo Martius. But in addition to that, I'm going to want some town watch to at least guard a fort here on this bridge and then this bridge. And I think that would keep the province of Aquitania relatively safe, I feel like. So let's get those town watch units trained up here in Narbo Martius so that I can get those guys ready to go, so that when the time comes, they can move up with Caeso Domitianus up to this province to sort of hold things down, while this army does continue on to Alesia when it's time for that to happen. Now, I'm wondering what this army is going to be doing as well. If it's going to continue to chase, maybe, this army, or if it's just going to be like, oh, hey, there's an opportunity here, let's go after Lemonum. I mean, I do have a fort that's protecting it, so there is that. But that's not going to be enough. So hopefully we can sort of resolve these issues down here with the Spanish. If they bugger off, then I wouldn't mind at all just continuing, just going right back up with this army up to this area. For now, at least. And then just using this reinforcement army to reinforce this army against the Spanish. I feel like that would be enough, perhaps. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, for now though... Oh, actually, I forgot to check. Let me check my taxes before I move on. And taxes are looking good, so let's go ahead and end this turn. Oh yeah, and I probably should move that diplomat down that's hanging out by Cordoba. Ooh, the Numidians are attacking the Scipii, eh? Not gonna work out for them by the looks of it. Alright, so how are we looking here? Sitting on 2,400, yeah, not a good feeling. New family member, Gala. Sounds like a gal's name. And we have the Proconsul's Palace is finished in Mediolanium. Awesome. And yep, got some troops that are recruited. Diplomatic information. So Numidia and the Gauls are allies. Okay, screw you guys. And the Brudii and the Spanish are at war. Interesting. That's, yeah, I don't think that probably just happened because of me. I don't think they're actually at war with them. I doubt there's any real conflict. Let's have you, instead of just hanging out, I mean, I was just reminded, the reason why you've been here is so that when I am commanded by the Senate to attack one of the Carthaginian settlements, in fact, in this case, it's been Palma over and over and over again, when I've been ordered to blockade this port, I just want to get a ceasefire with them right after that. But it would be nice to have just some eyes just right here on this. I think it's Osca. That would be nice as well, but frankly, yeah, you probably are better served just to kind of continue to hang out in Cordoba. So the Spanish, they buggered off, didn't they? Yeah, I had a feeling. So in this case, I do want to chase you down, but if you run on the other side of that river, I'm not gonna chase.
Orders.
I might corner you with this army. Yeah, that might be what I do. I wouldn't mind that. It is winter, but the Spanish troops don't get bonuses in the wintertime. I don't think. I think that's just like the Gauls, the Germans. Ooh, yeah, okay, so that Gallic, like half stack-ish, was kind of, that was hanging out here, went back to Alesia. Okay. I don't mind that either. Just stay away from Lemonum. That's fine. And I'm just keeping an eye out for any brigands, because I feel like anytime it's been like a little while since I've seen any brigands, I start to get suspicious. But we're looking okay, it looks like, yeah. Yeah, we're looking okay. And how about the Greeks? Do they sort of... The Greek Navy. Oh, it's down here, okay. Hey, it's down there. That's fine. Yeah, it's not next to me anymore, so I'm not gonna bother them. Yeah, that's fine with me. So let's go down here and let's blockade Corinth. And we should get a cash reward for doing that. And yeah, there's a Greek navy there, but we'll see if we want to fight that later on.
Sir.
And then this army can, now that the Greeks are sort of not threatening me at the moment, you can start to make your way back up to this province of Noricum. Yeah, move up to that province just to keep an eye on the Germans again. And I'm assuming that I'm just going to put all of my money back into soldiers. I think so.
Sir.
You...
General.
So first thing is first, let's deal with the Spanish army.
General.
Let's see what they're going to do.
Attack.
And we're in range of them. They didn't hop on over that river, so
Attack.
let's smash. Yep. Scutarii, that's going to be their most decent unit. Naked Fanatics. Good, you know, good attack on them. What is attack actually? 14, hot damn, yeah, that's pretty good. Charge bonus of 5 as well. Yeah, just gotta shoot them full of arrows. And that should be fine. So, let's smash.
Day has dawned. This will be a bloody one, come what may. The Spanish are worthy of respect, but not fear. They are only men, and men can be killed. They have been brought to the battlefield by mewling infants instead of leaders. We outnumber them by a large margin, but this may drive them to foolhardy defiance. Be careful. They will, unless completely unthinking, try to use the woods to screen some of their troops. The enemy will undoubtedly try to slaughter us at a distance. We must charge home and stop their cowardly plan. By this time tomorrow, our sword arms will ache from overuse!
That's what I'm thinking. So we are fighting in the snow, but yeah, they don't, even though he mentioned that they might use the forest, it's mostly over here that they might use the forest. But overall, it's nothing too dense, nothing too thick. But I think I do have a little bit of a high ground, it appears, on this side. So let's go ahead and get deployed over here. I am now all set, so let's begin the battle. Oh, and that's really nice of them. They just wanted to hang out in the open for me. I can check the forest and see if there's anything hiding in there, but I kind of doubt it. It looks like they're sort of just all deployed in front of me. And I'm actually curious. I don't know. Let's see, why are you in group 5? What happened here? Oops, I made a mistake. I made a mistake, everyone. So 1 plus you guys. I need you to be in the same group. Oh, yeah. There we go. Crisis averted. We got our archers back into formation. Don't know how that happened, but yeah, it's going to be okay. We're going to survive. Luckily, the Spanish didn't jump on me. And yeah, we're going to have a bit of a high ground here. Not much, but it's going to be gradually sloping, and our archers should do a fair bit of damage to their naked fanatics, is what I'm hoping. And if their general, their round shield cavalry, want to charge my velites, well, so be it. I'm going to have them backed up by spears and my precipes, which will be throwing their pilum into that general. And let's see, also, I mean, the velites also, if they do take any knocks in that initial charge, it appears that the units that take casualties first in a battle are going to be the ones that get the replenishment at the end of the battle, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue as well. The Spanish army is going to begin to advance on my position, and both of my equites are now hidden, and I have a theory that when this happens, and I can talk about this more once this round shield cavalry, so they're going to come on in. And yep, velites, they never do get back in time when they get charged by cavalry. But you guys can go ahead and throw your pilums into that unit. You guys can go ahead and get back. I don't need you to get charged. There goes the Spanish general, chopped down by my spears. Yeah, naked fanatics can get chopped by... Yeah, let's go in here. And what's there? Scutarii? Let's see. Actually, let's go here, and let's go... here. Oops. Ooh. You guys go. Keep going, guys. And you got caught. Oh, dear. Looks like we might be getting them. Yeah, looks like we actually might get those guys. So let's go here. Oh, God, I hate it when the camera does that. Oh, God, I hate it so much. Oh, man. That's like... I'm trying not to let it ruin my experience with this game. But, yeah, when I'm, like, clicking on a unit that's far away, and then it thinks that I'm trying to... like adjust the camera. Oh god, it makes me my blood boil. Yeah, it really hurts me. It hurts my soul. Yeah, I hate it. It's just one of those things that just makes my heart jump every time it happens. Let's try to make sure that this army disappear here. And what are we looking at for the percentage? So 74%, so we still have some work to do here. But I think that we can get rid of this army. And there we go, we're at 92%, so that should be good. Let's continue to get rid of these guys, just for a bit of experience on my men. Yep, you guys can keep running, that would be fine. And let's chase down the last of these Scutarii, and the last of these Iberian infantry. There we have it, so we did lose only 13 men, and we killed 587, not bad. Not bad. Alright, so yes, now, yeah, we don't have to worry about that little annoying army of Spanish. And we can lay siege to Lemonum in the next turn. What do they have here? Just the faction leader, Luco the Cunning. Wait, Luco? Wasn't the Spanish faction leader also named Luco? Come on. You are Zio Command Stars. Okay, yeah, that's not good. And then some warband, and we don't know how many, this could be damaged, we don't know, but yeah, some skirmish warband as well. And do we know what's up here? Can we see anything? So 4 units, we don't really quite know. Oh yeah, and I shouldn't forget, let's make sure, let's keep them up here for now, but let's remember to put them inside the town. next turn before we lay siege to it. And let's bring you up as well, because you would, yeah, you only have a 75% chance. And I think I lost a spy who had a 75% chance. I think he died trying to get in. So let's not do that again. Let's just get the 100% chance guy in there. And that should be good. All right, so now that that's all dealt with, honestly, gosh, I kind of want you to come up.
Move out.
Come here.
No more moves, sir.
In fact, I kind of want to build a watchtower here. Just to maintain that vision on this little pass here. It's not the worst idea. I can't build a watchtower here. Am I not technically in my territory? Is this, so this is technically their territory. Okay. Alright, well I can just wait until I take this province and then I can build a watchtower there. That should be fine. Yeah. Now let's continue. Let's just leave these Roman cavalry that I brought down. Let's leave them in my faction leader's army because they could use some more cavalry down here. And then you guys, you know, you can reinforce down here, I think. Or maybe I want you sort of in between, where you can also, you can reinforce Lugdunum as well. So let's keep you here for now, just so that you can make your way up to Lugdunum if you needed to. And then once this army is ready to go on and reinforce Lemonum after it's been taken, and this army is ready to move on to Alesia, and Alesia has been besieged, then I'll feel safer about leaving this army down here. Yeah, that feels okay. And with the little money that I have, let's just continue to build soldiers. In fact, do I need to... Yeah, I can't... Yeah, one more turn before the Legion Barracks is finished. Here, so let's just train some more auxilia. And then early legionary cohorts. Some more archer auxilia. And... let's see, more Roman cavalry. And then... one more town watch. And then you... Yeah, those two town watch and then maybe a unit of peasants can make the trip together up to Lemonum. Yeah, that seems okay. I am looking to be set for this turn, so let's go ahead and drop a save and let's continue on here. Yeah, the Scipii are just running rampant in North Africa. They look like they're doing well. And let's see. Oh, just a curiosity of mine. So when it comes to like the Civil War, just to give me a bit of a sneak peek if any of you want to enter this. A bald 16-year-old, pretty suspicious. So when it comes to the Civil War, like, is it a free-for-all or is it like me against everyone else teaming up against me sort of deal? Like, or does the whole thing fracture apart and the Scipii and the Brutii and the Senate are also all at war with each other? Or is it just me who's like the problem, you know, like my guy was told to commit suicide and my guy says no and therefore everyone against me? Or is it more of a free-for-all? I feel like it's everyone against me, but just yeah, if you want to clear that up, that would be fantastic. So yeah, a 16-year-old with no traits and no stats. Betrothed to Marciana. Gosh, something would be better than nothing. But he is a character that can... he can get better over time, and he is 16, and he can, at the very least, even if he just sucks, he can still continue the family by having sons and daughters of his own. So, accept. And then, yes, here we go. So the next Senate mission is going to be the blockade Palma, just as I was talking about, and I will be given a priority for appointment to the office. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. I like that. All right, path blocked by Admiral Opius. What the what? Is that you? How is the path blocked? Did I complete that mission? Your mission to blockade this port is no longer relevant and is now cancelled. Why? It still remains... Oh no, it is... Okay, I saw the Greek armies and I thought that the Brutii hadn't taken it, but they have. They have taken it. That's a shame. I thought that by blockading that port at the same time... Yeah, it's too bad. That's how that happened. Okay, that's unfortunate. That was like 1,000 denarii that I missed out on. That's really too bad. Okay, well, sitting on 2,000, and Senate offices assigned. So Pontifex Maximus, yes, nice. My 63-year-old faction leader is now Pontifex Maximus. +5 influence, hot damn. Yeah, that's pretty good. What else we got? A Praetor Decius Julius. And that's going to be you, who... You're not my heir, I don't think. You're not. But Praetor, +1 management and +2 to law. Okay, that's good. You are... Where are you? You're in Arretium, so... I might want to put you somewhere where there is some corruption, because you can reduce that corruption with your +2 to law. Yeah, that's something that I want to keep in mind. And then what else do we have? Aedil, Harius Venetianus. And this is my faction heir, I believe, right? Yeah, faction heir. So you're now Aedil. +1 management and +1 to law. Okay, so that's another anti-corruption. Yep, that's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. New family member, Papiria. Sounds like another daughter. Legion Barracks is finished here in Massilia. That's awesome. Now I can start training the early legionary cohorts there. So perfect. And yes, got some more troops. And marriage celebrations. Placus Fufetius has now been married to Marciana. Okay. Where is that man with a name? Where are you at? Where are you at? Are you over here? Are you over here? No. Where the heck? Here you are. Placus Fufetius. It's okay, sir. We'll work on you. We'll give you something to do. We'll figure it out. We need to get some academies to go in at some point. That'd be very nice. Yeah, that would be ideal.
Sir.
Yeah, still no Spanish to be seen, so that's also nice. Let's just drop a save. And yeah, we got some pirates just hanging about. And I guess we just bring this navy back up. Nothing to do here. We can always fight the Greeks, but I don't really want to fight the Greeks. Not if I don't have to. In fact, speaking of which, like, is it even worth getting a ceasefire right now? Because I think they only have Sparta, but still, that is a place that I could potentially trade with if I'm not at war with them. Maybe. Probably not, to be honest. Like, I'm assuming Ariminum and Patavium would be trading with any other places. Segestica, Salona, Apollonia, Thermon, Corinth. I'd imagine that they would trade with any of those places before trading with Sparta. So I guess it's not the biggest deal. Yeah, I guess that's not too important. But what I can do is send these boats down to blockade. Okay, Scipii, are you going? What are you guys doing? Do you have an army in here? You did not. Okay. Well, let's bring these boats down here to blockade Palma again.
Set sail! Out of move, sir!
And I think we can... Let's get into Lemonum. It's time. So let's send... You have the 100% chance? Yes, you do. So let's get in there. And you're getting kind of old, 53. Yeah, you get some chins on you, sir. And you have a 32% chance to open the gates. Let's see, what do they have? They have 436 people inside. Man, that's not a lot. That is not a lot. You can come up here to continue to keep an eye on Condit Rendinum, just to see if that garrison goes anywhere. The garrison in Alesia stays put. And yeah, the Britons, they're like, they look threatening, but they're just not doing anything, are they? Let's see if I can find them here. Yeah, they're just allied with the Gauls and the Dacians, enemies of the rebels. They're not allied to the Germans. And the German armies are looking like they want to... Yeah, I don't know what they want to do. Oh, there we go. There's a German army looking like they want to attack that fort. It's a pretty small army. And I do have an army of my own that's on its way. So that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Yeah, that should be fine, I think. So let's go ahead and lay siege.
Prepare for battle.
And let's just build as many rams as we can get going. There we go. And maintain siege.
Under siege, sir.
Yeah, that looks good. And then...
Sir.
Yeah, let's get you just a little bit closer to Lemonum so that when the time comes, you can kind of swoop on over there and take over sheriff duties from the actual army that I want to use to attack things. And then you... I suppose you can continue staying there. I think that's a good spot for you. You're just sort of in between the faction leader's army, and you can also reinforce Lugdunum at the same time. So that's perfectly fine. And then it's probably time for me to take out these town watch and some peasants. How badly is this going to hurt my public order here? That's pretty bad. Bring down taxes to low. Let's recruit some more peasants. And let's get these guys moving up here so that they can also take over sheriff duties in Lemonum as well. You know, Marcus the Lewd just isn't very good, is he? He's not very good, but he does have 2 points of management. That is something. Yeah, -4 from your general's hit points. That's not good. That makes him very easy to kill in battle. But +2 management. That's like the only... Yeah, there's not a lot of good stuff here. He's pretty bad in many ways, but I think that, so like 379 here in Martius, if we put him in there, we make a little bit more money. We can put Placus Fufetius into my faction leader's army. So there, we're making just a little bit more money there in Martius for now. With the remaining money that we have, let's continue to train up some early legionary cohorts here in Arretium. And let's get some more Archer Auxilia and Batavium. I don't think I need any more Auxilia for now. But let's get some more Roman cavalry. And that should be good. And then once these units are ready to be moved on from my eastern part of the empire and moved west, I'm going to join them up with Decius Julius as well, just because there's a few reasons here. So he has that office of the Praetor, so the +2 to law, including the ex Aedile, which is +1 to law. That can all help with reducing corruption, and in addition to that, he has the useless assessor, so that's 10% penalty on tax income. That's probably not good for Arretium, which is probably one of my better provinces for trade. But he also, it's hard to know because he also has 3 management, so that's obviously good for that. So like if we're looking at, so he's making 255 denarii off of his management scrolls. And does it say anything about the... Doesn't say anything about his his useless successor trait in here. Not that I'm seeing anyway. Does it say anything here? I don't think so. No, it doesn't say anything here. So it's hard to know how that stacks up, but I think that, you know, the idea is that we can take him west where, for one thing, we're not going to have corruption in my core territories that are right next to my capital. In fact, you know, this is my capital. There's not going to be any corruption there. But as we get further away, you know, Massilia, even though it is being governed by Quintus Julius, the legendary Quintus Julius himself. Oh, actually, there's no corruption there. Okay, I thought there was. But what about Narbo Martius? There is 380 corruption there. So with Marcus the Lewd governing, Marcus the Lewd might be better suited to be brought on to Lemonum, or maybe vice versa. I'm not quite sure. Decius Julius does have the Draughtsman trait as well, so that's a 10% discount on construction costs, and that would also be nice for Narbo Martius because it's a bigger settlement and they will be, you know, building more crucial things, I think, whereas the buildings will be cheaper here in Lemonum because it's smaller and there's not much there. So that's kind of, yeah, that's kind of the thought process. So I think that when these units are ready to be moved on over to the west, I think that Decius Julius will be coming with them. And yeah, he's 39. Okay, so there's still a bit of years left to him. Now I would like to get through just one more turn here. So let's drop a save, let's end this turn, and let's see if there's going to be any more movement from the Spanish, because that's the ones that have been kind of popping their heads up and sort of distracting me a little bit, and not allowing me to focus my full attention on the Gauls. And yeah, it seems like the Germans are continuing to behave themselves, doesn't it? Like they're really... Are they still at war with the Dacians? Ooh, I say that. You have 2 feet on my side of the border. And that's a sizable army. No general, but there is, yeah, plenty of spear warbands, plenty of screeching women, and some skirmisher warband as well. Yeah, they are on my side of the border. They can't quite reach the fort in this turn if they were to move on me. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, and the Gauls have a large force in Alesia as well. But in this turn... Oh, did you get kicked out? Do I still have a spy here? No, you got kicked out, didn't you? Yeah, okay. Huh. So no spy in there, but we can take Lemonum in this turn. No Spanish have peeked their heads on over. Let's go ahead and lay siege to Palma. And wait, did we have an alliance? Oh, okay, with Egypt, okay. Okay. We don't, yeah, the Egyptians don't like us attacking the Carthaginians. That's too bad, but we can go back to work on that alliance at some point down the line. Sitting on 1200, oh, that feels bad. That feels bad. New family member, Crispina. Looks like we're getting all girls in this turn. And... what do we got? Yep, more soldiers and ceasefire between Thrace and the Greeks. Okay, well I don't think there's a whole lot left to the Greeks. And yeah, war between myself and Carthage. It's not a big deal, guys. I'm just blockading a freaking port for the Senate. It's for the Senate, guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And yeah, the Scipio, they're doing some work. Yeah, they're moving on. Man, they got. It's so much space to move across this territory, you know, but yeah, they seem to be doing okay here. And I don't have a lot of money to spend in this turn, but honestly, like, I got my archers that I need. I got 4 early legionary cohorts, and I can send those units along with some cavalry. Just 1 unit, I'm training the rest of it out west, along with Decius Julius. They can get on the boats. Or not even, yeah, I don't want to send them on the boats, honestly. I just have the trireme right here. And the 2 biremes are blockading Palma. So you guys are just going to take the long way and start walking, which is going to be fine. I have decent roads, I think. And I'm not waiting for this army to do anything either. Like I don't need that army to take Elysia or whatever. I'm going to be taking Lemonum and Elysia with this army. So that should be fine. Hopefully they don't take too many casualties in taking Lemonum. So that should be okay. And the Spanish are continuing to play, I was going to say play possum, but yeah, they're not showing their heads right now. And that's fine by me. That's fine by me. And the Germans, are the Germans still at war with the Dacians? Yes, they are. And the Dacians, yeah, they still exist. You guys could focus your attention on the Germans. That would be great. How many? Do you just have the? Ooh, the Dacians just have that one settlement. Okay, so they barely exist. Okay, they're not doing so great, but yeah, I think that once I take Lemonum and take Elysia, it's gonna open up a lot of possibilities for me to start to roll along here, especially once this like upgraded post-Marian army comes out west. And once I just want one of those armies just to get started with, just one good solid post-Marian army. And once that's ready to roll out here in my Western Empire, then I'm going to feel a bit better about spending a bit of time back on focusing on economy, building my farms, my markets, my ports, all of that fun stuff. But you know what? That is all going to wait until next time. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Concept playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.